Something new has come to Eberhart Elementary, a renewed sense of wonder, a reinvigorated calling to discovery and exploration, a pioneering spirit that will propel its current and future generations of Eberhart Eagles into the 21st century. It started with a vision for a school, its students, its teachers, and the local community. A vision of empowered teachers and students equipped with the tools to prepare students for an increasingly technological world. The first step toward this new frontier in education began in a single classroom with the hope that what would come to pass behind its door would guide and inspire a new direction in classroom instruction, one that would tear down all barriers, break all ceilings, and open avenues to success previously unexplored. In the fall of the 2012-2013 school year, the administrative team at Eberhart Elementary decided on making a significant investment toward fulfilling this mission. A class iPad set, sufficient to provide one-to-one student access to new technology, would allow 3 separate classes, comprised of 89 students, to become a model of the 21st century classroom. Since the introduction of these iPads in January of 2013, the learning environment in 8th grade language arts classroom 707 has never been the same. Every day, its students make use of iPads in every facet of their work, effectively transforming room 707 into a virtually paperless classroom. By incorporating an array of software and hardware technologies, students can learn, work, communicate, and explore seamlessly across physical and digital boundaries. Where students and teachers were once limited by their access to a rich and diverse library of literary texts, Eberhart's pilot digital classroom has access to a library of over 1,000 classical and contemporary works of literature, all available at little or no cost to each student with the push of a button. Where meaningful and thought-provoking research was once limited by a small and outdated class computer set at an average student-to-computer ratio of 8:1, each student in classroom 707 now has access to the infinite sources of cutting-edge and up-to-the-minute information available on the World Wide Web. Where small and whole group collaboration was once restricted by the need for physical proximity and scattered communication, students, teachers, and field experts can now exchange knowledge and insights from the comfort of any workplace via face-to-face teleconferencing made possible by Apple's proprietary FaceTime software. This previously unfathomable access to information and other learning resources has the students shifting their personal education paradigm from one of what if to what next. Students of all learning abilities and learning modalities are taking charge of their own education, armed with the technological and instructional tools to overcome one's frustrating and stifling obstacles. Using iBooks, Apple's digital library of over 1 million text-based resources, students can easily find the meaning of unfamiliar words in their native or acquired language by simply clicking on a word as they come upon it. Entire classroom libraries, once limited to English-only texts, are now being supplemented by direct and immediate access to their Spanish counterparts. This example of how increased access to relevant and tailor-made learning resources is empowering students to engage deeply in literature circle and other text-based discussions in ways that once proved too challenging and remote is one of the many ways in which iPads in the classroom are allowing Eberhart Elementary to pioneer the 21st century school in Chicago's South Side. Parents, once concerned by their inability to provide their children with the technological resources to gain a competitive edge in the classroom, and with an eye toward their children's academic future, are gaining a renewed sense of confidence in the quality of education their local neighborhood school is providing the future of their community. Likewise, students once considering leaving their neighborhood school to enroll in any of the local and better-funded charter schools are finding a new reason to complete their education in the schools that have fostered their academic development their entire life. Every day, they find themselves engaged in self-reflective, hands-on, and experience-driven learning, unlike any previously achieved. And the course of this revolution in instructional methodology and student learning is only just beginning. Presently, students in room 707 are engaged in multidisciplinary, play-based inquiry study, exploring the role of environmentalism and conservation in reversing current environmental and climatological imbalances. Their research is literally transporting them to new virtual worlds where they can take on some of the greatest challenges facing environmentalists and climatologists today. What the future holds for Room 707 is no longer subject to limitations imposed by the unavailability of educational resources, but limited only by the creativity and vision of the teachers and students that are trailblazing Eberhart and CPS's path into the 21st century. Collaborative educational efforts with students halfway across the world, webinars with leading experts in a variety of scientific, medical, and business fields, and local community outreach to take on the challenges confronting a new generation of problem solvers and innovators are only some of the ideas already in the works to be realized by as early as next year. In the right hands and with the right leadership, Eberhart Elementary has expanded the academic world of its students to encompass the entire planet, all seen through the window that is its iPad investment. But in a school of its size, among the largest in the city, the innovative changes a single iPad set has brought to the school will be limited to only a few students. It is our hope that you will play a key role in the next chapter of our journey into the future and help us realize our mission of pioneering the 21st century school in the heart of the Midway Network.